Hey, Tony Carousella, New Haven Independent Newsbreak, August 21st, 2023. So today, got the paper out, and as you can see right here, first day of school, and here's the Evans family. And so I stopped off at the elementary school to snap a few pics of different people dropping off their kids, and some kids going into first grade. And so here's Hannah and Holland. Being dropped off to school by the collective family. And anyway, let's see what else we got going here. Also, this past weekend, the Hermann Jazz Festival, and saw a bunch of friends from Hermann, and they had found the perfect spot in the shade while they were watching the various bands. And so shout out to my buddies in Herman, and the jazz show, the jazz festival. I got a chance to catch Friends of Aaron, who we've had in New Haven for several different events over the years, and so they were great. And then saw also the Funky Butt Brass Band, and they were also really good too. So that was a lot of fun. Also, let's see. Tommy Griesedick and his wife Julie Wiegand, and they were out dancing up a storm out there on the lawn right in front of the amphitheater. And then this was the Big Muddy Artifact Show. I have a story in the paper this week, and you can see Randy Schwenkert here with his pride and joy of this Native American canoe. And it was essentially made for a child, either as a toy or possibly as a funeral type of thing, possibly to float down the river. Anyway, made entirely, so there's no metal pieces in it, so made entirely from a cottonwood bark of the tree and all leather bindings, and so it's really quite unique. So besides that, as you can see in the foreground, lots of pieces from Randy's collection, and there were really, really interesting pieces there. When you consider that, like in this case right here, here is a guy that has a 24,000-year-old musk ox skull that he had found. So there were pieces. There were pieces like they call these. They have the various eras of the different types of arrowheads. And there were some arrowheads dating back to 12,000 years old. Just incredibly amazing. So if you're a history buff into early American history, like the Paleo Indians and on up to where there were tribes. So the Paleo Indians were like the 10,000-year-old to 12,000-year-old Indians. And then earlier ones, then going into tribes. So they had some that were, the youngest ones that they had found along the rivers and in farm fields and things were about in the 2,000-year-old region in terms of, how old they were. But to really get an amazing kind of history lesson on early North American, Native American tribes, and all the various types of arrowheads that were out there. Also, Dave Arnold, who is a great artist and lives in Washington, exhibited several of his prints. In this one right here, it's a drawing of Chief Joseph of the Nez Perce tribe, and really just a beautiful rendering. And so he had prints for sale at also the Big Muddy Artifact Show too. Okay, and also shot a couple more shots. Here's Robert Monroy and his son Damien and daughter Natalie as he was dropping them off for school. And Damien, I think, is in 5th grade, and Natalie, I think Robert was going to take her over to the middle school, over to the for Natalie going into 8th grade. So, and then finally, this is Henry and Adeline Block, and they were getting ready to go to the elementary school, and this was Henry's going into 1st grade. So congratulations to Henry for that. So anyway, just a real fun day this morning to be able to see the kids checking in for school, and always enjoy seeing the parents and the kids making this big step, going from being on summer vacation and going back to school for the next year. So anyway, tonight I would like to thank our sponsor, Beff and Berger Mutual Insurance Company, for allowing us to bring you the news in social media and also in print. So with that, this is Tony Carosellas signing off. New Haven Independent Newsbreak. Thanks for watching.